Now, Africa's team, MTN Qhubeka, has been doing the continent and the country proud in the Vuelta Espana, of course, in Spain. And joining us now on the line to chat about it is team principal Douglas Ryder. Douglas, thank you so much for speaking to us here on ANN7. Tell us a bit about stage 12. How has it been for the team?
Yes, I mean, it's a flat stage today. It's a circuit race that's, in Spain, and 160 odd kilometers, and there's 12 kilometers left of the race. So it's coming down to a big bunch sprint. So we have our German sprinter, Gerald Cholik, sitting in, and I see our South African riders, Jade Thompson and Jaco Venter, are very close to the front, bringing him through. So yeah, we're hoping that we could potentially get another top 10 in the stage today.
Of course, MTN Qhubeka made their debut in the Grand Tour, and everybody sort of thought that the team would just come in and be placed bottom every time, but we've really made an impact. That must be quite impressive for you as a team principal.
No, absolutely. I mean, we believed in the South African and African talent in this race, and we believed in the abilities of our riders, and they've really come here and done well. We've had 2 top 10 placings already, a 7th and a 9th place. We wore a combine leaders jersey for a day, so we wore a jersey for a day, and we're on the podium to receive it, and finished 12th out of the 22 teams in the team time trial, which is all 9 riders racing against the clock. So it's kind of like, that's where you can't hide in a peloton. It's everybody going full gas, and we were only 2 seconds behind Team Sky. So it just shows that the team is world class, is ready to be here and race at this level. And let's hope we can continue with some great performances in the next 2 weeks, and hopefully it'll be enough to get us into the Tour de France next year.
Of course, Hagen signed for you guys. Boss will be riding with you in 2015. The team is attracting quite big names. That must mean great things for the team ahead.
Yes, it does. And we're doing that to help mentor our African and South African riders. We want to be regarded as one of the best teams in the world, and we do need riders that are of European quality that can win in Europe, because it does expose our riders to different areas in a race. They, if we've got a European rider that's leading a race, then they ride on the front, and it grows them as individuals in the team, and so that's important. And going into 2015 Tour de France, we need riders that have got the depth and strength to be able to do that and do it successfully. So these international riders, where some people might think that it's that we might be taking positions away from South African or African riders, it's actually to the contrary. It's these riders that will help us grow and take our African riders to be some of the best in the world. So we need these riders to support us and to also get the victories as well, so that we can be ranked highly in the world and then get into the biggest races in the world.
How has the team been enjoying the experience as a whole?
No, they're loving it. I mean, it's every day they want to do something. Every day they get more messages from South Africa and Africa, and they appreciate everyone, and they're in the big time, racing against Chris Froome, Contador, Alejandro Valverde, Quintana, all these riders, and they're there. They're on equal footing. They're in the race, and they're racing well. So it's not like they're struggling on the back. They're really performing well. So this is such a big door opener for all of them, and they value every day and every opportunity. And our staff have also been fantastic. We've got it's a really good unit and a really good team here, and they're loving every day.
Of course, stage 12 is still not done, but what are the expectations for the next stage? How are we looking?
So today we obviously were, it's one of the last flat stages. There's only one more after this. So for our sprinters, Christian Sparagli and Gerald Cholik, there's only 2 more really, days in this race for them to shine, and so this is one of them. So we're hoping for the best for that. But then the next 3 days are all big mountain stages. We're really going into the big mountains in the Tour of Spain. So that'll give Louis Meintjes, Jacques Jansen van Rensburg, Marawi Kudus, Daniel Tekla-Imanot, and then of course Sergio Padilla, our little Spanish rider. So that'll give them the opportunity to shine, and they showed yesterday what's possible with Sergio going 15th, Louis 30th, Jacques 34th, and then our 2 Eritrean riders were 46th and 48th. So we had 25%. We had 5 of our riders in the top 25% of the race, which just shows the talent and the ability, which is incredible. So we look forward to the next 3 days.
Douglas, thank you so much for that update, and we're definitely sending all of our support from here back in South Africa.
Thank you, Finn.